Let's all sit up straight, and let's find a relaxed sitting position. So beginning by just feeling our feet, feeling our seat bones on the ground, and imagining that behind you you have the tree of life, livets träd, frodande grönska. And feel the support from the tree of life behind you. The support of this community and of the earth. And if you like, in this moment, just calling in support of your friends, family, and all beings of light. Just calling in all the powers of the universe, Great Spirit, Pachamama, to be here in our practice together. So let's take a few deep breaths just to connect to this moment. Let's take a deep breath in. The exhale, release everything that's been in the past. And do a sigh of relief, if you like. Inhaling, breathing in, gathering energy from the earth, from the heavens. Exhaling with a sigh. One more time, inhaling in. Just feel every cell in the body, and exhale with a Muy bien, very good. Welcome, Dason. Yes. So good to see you, bro. Good to see you, Andrea. Okay. Thank you so much for being here in this space together. Going to do some exercises today for nervous system regulation for healing purposes. Yeah. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So how are you guys feeling in this moment? Let's do a moment. Let's take a moment to check in with ourselves. So let's place our palms together. Let's rub our hands. Generate this healing energy for ourselves. And with well intention, I'm going to place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Let's connect to the smile inside of the heart, smile inside of the belly. And imagine and feel that your mind is becoming one with the smile of the sun, like unconditional light, that's just giving life, giving light. And letting your consciousness be like the sun. So now you just shine inwards on the space around your heart, your belly. In this moment, just checking in with your physical state right now. It's feeling how much energy you have. What's happening inside the body. We're landing from the mind and into the body. Let your breath become a little bit deeper so that the belly expands on the inhale, falls back on the exhale. Just honoring and acknowledging yourself in this moment for being here, for being human. And just opening your awareness to feel the energy inside the body in the form of heat, sensation. And then checking in with the heart and the emotional landscape in this moment. Also with this inner smile, with this honoring. Noticing the emotions that you experience. And just take a deep breath, let your emotions be as they are, let them flow. Inhaling, exhaling, relaxing. So we checked in with the body, with the belly, with the physical energy, with the heart, the emotions. Now just notice in the mind what your thought landscape is like. What stories or what thoughts do you have in your mind? Are there expectations or ideas of things happening in the future or the past? And just letting the mind be as it is. And just let your consciousness bathe in a sea of pure light. Imagine that you're merging your mind with just a sea of pure light that's neutralizing your thoughts. And as you breathe in now, breathe in from the feet, the belly, to the heart, and to the mind. And just breathe in the energy of the earth, connection to the ground. And exhale, release. Exhale. Okay, so welcome, Jacob. Awesome. So let's come into a standing position now. So I'm gonna dive right into some movement practice to warm the body up and to open the energy flow. So we do the QiGong this will be a focus on nervous system healing, but all the movements connected with breath, connected with intention and meditation is going to assist us in regulating our nervous system. So um, I'm gonna come to standing and we'll just start by shaking. Shaking the hands, shaking the body, stacking the bones. So on the feet up, imagine like your bones are the structure of a building and all the muscles and tendons and tissues are melting around the bones. Let's do some sighs of relief. So when we do sound, especially on the exhale, it elongates the exhale, so it calms the nervous system, it calms the heart. The heart slows down on the exhale. We can also do sound to just release old energies. So let's inhale and exhale with a sound. You feel how that sound reverberates. And yeah, this is what animals do after feeling stress in nature, after being chased. They shake. So we're just learning from our animal brothers and sisters. And let's shake forward, shake our hands, just forward and up. Shake out to the side. Maybe shake the hips a little bit. And shift over to one side, shaking to the left. And the other side, shaking to the right. And let's do a trembling horse. So shaking the hands, elbows, shoulders, shaking through the central line, the hips, shoulder blades, shoulders. Inhaling up, and like a horse shaking off water, you're just gonna inhale and shake it off. Shaking all old stress and tension into the earth. Let's do one more time. Shaking the hands, elbows, shoulder blades, center line. Inhale and exhale. Shake it out one final time and just land in stillness. Land in complete stillness. Let the palms face each other. Relaxing the face, relaxing shoulder blades. feeling the energy sensation in the body. Maybe tingling in the fingers. And feel your feet on the ground in this moment. Imagine, see, and feel how your feet are opening and melting into the earth. And your spine starts to elongate, so the top of your head opens up to the sky. And just taking a few deep breaths to fill the belly. As you exhale, just relax into your center. And we're gonna place our hands on the heart. And just with this inner smile, you're gonna start to massage the heart, make circles. You're circling around, letting the inner smile be like a waterfall of sunlight that opens up at the top of the head and washes through the mind and fills the heart. Starts to unravel emotional tensions around the heart space, massaging around the heart with this loving, unconditional attitude of Divine Mother, Father. And we're going to tap on the center of the thymus. This also helps to calm the nervous system, also to regulate the boost the immune system. Just tap here, and we'll take a few deep breaths with this tapping. So when we inhale, we're going to inhale into the belly, expand the chest, rock a little bit back. As you exhale, rock a little bit forward. Slow, deep inhale back. Exhale forward. 2 more times. Inhale. One more time. Inhaling. And then holding the breath for a moment, just let your hands press in towards the thymus and hold the breath. And massage around the thymus. And slowly exhale through the mouth. Yeah, so just pressing into the chest bone, massaging. Feeling how that impacts, maybe settles the nervous system, the body. We're going to open our hands and we pull down the heavens. So we integrate, inhale. Inhale, gather energy from earth, heaven, star nations. Exhale, soft sigh of relief. This also helps to regulate the nervous system. Getting out of the stress response and into the body, into the parasympathetic nervous system. So we inhale, and as you inhale, as you pull your hands out to the side, you can imagine you're drawing energy from the earth. So the hands are facing down, drawing the energy up the legs, pure energy from the earth, and then lifting the hands, palms facing up. Second half of the inhale, lifting towards the sky. Grab a hold of the heavenly chi, of the heavenly energy, pure light, and exhale. Like you're breathing fog on a mirror. Imagine you're pulling down, drawing down the light from heaven and earth. Or you can also see it as a golden, warm, liquid sunlight. This washes down through your body, the front, the back, the inside, like a warm smile. Inhaling, inhaling, drawing up. Continuing to inhale up. Exhale. Very good. And let's do some continued movements and stretches to open the flow of energy. So we'll just place the palms together, top of the head, above the head. And we'll inhale here, shoulder blades back and down. Exhale, stretch a little bit over to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhaling to center. Exhaling back. Looking up slightly. And then inhale, pull the hands down. Noticing how you feel in your body. So we start to open the channels and we place our hands behind the butt, shoulder blades back and down. And just rotate. You can rotate the shoulder blades a little bit forward and back here. Opening the spine. And then we can lean forward. And we'll just come down all the way to the earth. Let the head hang down. And then you can let the legs be stretched and just let the upper body rotate from side to side. Imagining a lid at the top of your head opening up and all the thoughts, worries, concerns washing down from the mind into the earth. You can also pulse a little bit on the knees. So you do this by bending the knees and then straightening them. This opens the back of the spine and the kidneys. We can place our hands on the kidneys and back. Just rub a little bit. And when you feel ready, you can just come down like you're sitting down on a stool and then raise your body up. Opening chest, noticing the shift in your mind, body, your state. And let's pull down the heavens one more time. Inhale, drawing energy from the earth. Continuing to inhale, pull down energy from the heavens. Exhale, long, slow. And I'm going to open the spine a little bit. So making light fists, or just open a little bit here. Making light fists. And I'm going to rotate the upper body. The lower body, you imagine you're standing waist deep in the water or in like mud. So your lower body is like firmly rooted and anchored. But your upper body rotates from side to side. And let your hands, arms be like spaghetti noodles. It's tapping on the kidneys, opening the connection to release the cortisol from our adrenal glands. Also opening the spine. And then you can let the hand that comes after just tap up on the chest. And let the chest meet the hand. So ultimately, our aim is to kind of let the whole body be empty, but powerful at the same time. It's called the Wu Wei, like effortless effort. And so we want to use it little, be as relaxed as possible while having the most amount of energy. And it comes from the relaxation. When we process our traumas and heal our nervous system, that energy comes back. So we're going to go more into that in a moment, but all of this helps to open the body, the energy flow. And then coming back to center, just letting the hands naturally come back. Um, and then you can imagine you're standing in water and you're just drawing circles of water from the front. So inhaling, exhaling, like you're drawing chi from the waters of life into the belly, pure healing energy into the belly. And we're going to shift this movement slightly. So now I'm going to start with, let's say, one hand is down on one side and the other hand is coming up, almost like you're drawing the hand up through the arm, but on the front. And then over to the other side, and then you shift. So now my right hand comes down, left hand comes up, and I shift over to left side. And then as I inhale, one hand comes up, the other comes down, shifting over to the other side. Combining the movement with the breath. Cloud hands. Your hands are like clouds rising, like mist, and then falling like rain, but softly and gently. Don't worry about doing it right or wrong. Just feeling you're shifting from one side to the other. Slow inhale, exhale. Inhale as you rise, and exhale. Okay, and then just gonna gather chi from the front. So draw the hands up, pull the hands up, and pull them in like fists. And inhale, pull that energy in, fierce gaze. Yeah, you got it, Andrea. Nice. And exhale out to the side, very fierce. Exhale to the side, setting powerful, compassionate boundaries. Inhaling into the front, pulling the fist in. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. And here we open the chest, open the sides. Inhale, gather energy from the front. And exhale, we're gonna push down. You're pushing away any heavy toxic energies from foods you might have accidentally eaten down into the earth. And then on the inhale, we can draw pure, refreshing, nourishing, organic energy from the earth up to the heart. And let's just hold the hands here at the heart for a few moments. Relaxing the shoulder blades, letting the palms face the heart. Slow, deep breath. Feeling your body. If something feels uncomfortable, smiling towards it even more. If something feels enjoyable, smiling towards it even more. Embracing it. Okay, and then we're gonna inhale up the body. As you exhale, we're gonna push up like you're lifting heavy weights off your shoulders. Push up to the heavens like you're lifting any generational shame or pain up to the heavens. Just free yourself. And then exhale out to the side. And we'll integrate inhaling up from the earth. Pure energy, chi coming up from your tree roots, up the legs, up the belly, into the heart, and exhale. slowly down. Letting all that harmonious energy land in the belly. One more time, inhaling up from the earth. Grounding energy, filling the whole body. And one more time. Balancing, harmonizing. And then we'll shake it out. Shake out to the side. Okay, so now we're gonna place one foot slightly in front of the other. So it's like a 45-degree angle. And you're going to take your hands and just push them down the front leg. And then we're going to raise up like we did before with the hands coming up and then up to the sky. And then drawing in healing energy into the crown, to the heart, and here, holding for a moment, inhaling at the heart. Exhale, press down the leg. And then inhale, you're lifting a sacred object up. Exhaling, anchoring in healing energy into the mind, into the body. And here, inhaling for a moment. Exhaling down. Washing away stress or tension. We come up and we're going to shift foot. So as we inhale, draw forward. And then shift to the other foot. Exhale back. Here, drawing in healing energy. Hold for a moment at the heart. Inhale here. Exhale down. Washing any heaviness into the earth and inhaling. Weight on the front foot. Gather. Exhale. Transforming that heavy energy into lightness. Inhaling at the heart. And exhaling, pushing down. Inhaling up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Each inhale gathering purified healing energy. It's always a life-nourishing energy on the inhale. Each exhale, relaxing, naturally releasing what doesn't serve us, continuing to fill up with good energy. Okay, then we inhale, come forward. And exhale, anchor it down into the belly. So letting the hands land on the belly, the lower dantian. Smiling inwards, and we'll massage belly a few times. Some circles with that inner smile towards all the organs. And telling your body right now, you're safe. You're safe. I got you. It's safe. It's safe to be here. Thank you. Thanks for the body. I honor you. Honoring the body, honoring the earth inside of you. I love you. If it resonates, you can say, I love you. If it's hard to say, you can say, I accept you. open to accepting you, open to loving you. I love you. I thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then we bow. Make a fist with the right hand. It's the fist of ignorance and violence. And sword finger, wisdom and compassion. And you let the sword of wisdom and compassion of the light embrace the shadow. We bow to both aspects of our nature, the part of us that is from the stars, our soul, the part of us that is from the earth, the bones of the earth. Bowing to the light and the physical, and letting all of them be embraced in wholeness right now, divine acceptance and trust of your life journey, letting more of your true soul, your inner master, teacher, has come into this moment. And let's bow to the teachers of our lineages, the Taoist, the Andean, our ancestors, just honoring, bowing to the earth, bowing to the heavens, and bowing to ourselves for going through this human life. It's not always easy, but just take a moment to bow to yourself. Honor your mastery. Came here for a purpose, for a reason, and we're doing it. It's only going to get better. So, bowing to each other. Thank you. Thank you for this practice. Feel complete. We can pull down the heavens as we come back to sitting position. So I'd like to open for a brief check-in, see how that practice was. How are you guys feeling? Welcome to share in the chat or just unmute yourself. Nice. Yeah, that's good to hear.
It was relaxing, and I felt like maybe I was just a little bit tired, but my eyes just kept tearing up as the energy was moving. It wasn't like any sort of like sad thing or anything. It was just as the energy was moving. Um, yeah.
Nice, man. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. Mm. Awesome. So you had, sounds like you got some clearing, cleansing, release. Nice, Jacob. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about healing the nervous system now, and we will work a little bit with that. Some little bit of theory, and we'll see how much we continue with some practice. So we have about 17 minutes, and then I'm gonna share this with you guys. So yeah, beautiful, Pernilla. Yeah, so nice. Yeah, I thought about that too when we were doing the sending to the belly. I was like, oh, Pernilla is sending it to her child right now. That's nice. And we're all sending it to our inner children. So I'm gonna share my screen here. I made a PowerPoint for this. So healing the nervous system, holistic QiGong masterclass. Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yes.
Yep.
Nice. Outcome. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll take it simple and easy. And so the intention for this is, and these are the different kind of stages of it, to do some grounding and movement practice, which is what we've been doing with the methods to regulate the nervous system. So we'll talk a little bit about how we access our natural healing ability And in the way that you can think about like a finger, when you get a cut in your finger, and if we just let it be and we clean it, then it's going to heal by itself. But oftentimes we are like in the mind about our healing process and we try to fix things. And this process is like learning the methods and tools to not necessarily to fix things, but to get the energy to move by itself and to create safety for the system so that the body can heal itself. And just like with the cut on the finger, if we clean the wound of a trauma, we clear that energy of the charge of that energy, then that emotion can heal on the inside. Just like Daisy, you mentioned there were like tears. It might not be sadness in the moment. It might be something, way back that's being cleared. So we don't always need to know what it is either. We can make it so complicated in our mind. We talk a little bit about soul retrieval. So this is just a brief kind of intro to all of these concepts because we will need a lot more time. And the main intention is to get an embodied experience like we just did this practice. And so getting into the body. So not get too much into the mind about all of this. And then basically just an intro to how we establish daily power in the long run through these practices. And it's about continuous daily application. And it's like titrating or doing something, like the 1 minute practice that, shifts things in the long run. Like you get 1% better every day, but then that 1% has an interest of 1% of 1%. And then once you're at 100%, then you get more and so on, if that makes sense. So it's about the gradual implementation each day of these exercises and of the things that we do in our daily life that's gonna establish our daily power and create that healing. So I'm in this process for healing for 10 years, and yeah, it's still an ongoing process. But I'm really happy to share what I've discovered on the journey. It's been the powerful methods. So we did a check-in, the 3 treasures: the mind, the heart, the belly. Celebration. So celebrating yourself in this moment. And once we can get to that place of celebrating ourselves in our lives, then we know that we are in a pretty well-regulated state. So it's about like finding methods so we can get into that space of healing and grounding in this moment, just feeling your feet on the earth, feeling the feet on the earth. And notice that you can be aware of your feet on the ground at the same time as you listen to me. When we disconnect from our bodies, usually we also disconnect from the earth. So in our modern society, it's very easy to get stuck up here in the mind and be all over the place. And right now, you can, with me, just notice your body, feel your feet on the ground, feel the connection of the sit bones on your seat. And just let that be that way as you imagine that you're connecting deeply into the earth. Like you have roots go down into the earth. And on the inhale, you're just drawing up the energy of the earth. And the more that we can open our body and let the energy flow freely, the more that naturally the connection to the earth can also help us to heal. So you heard about grounding, like earthing, with the bare foot. That's also to balance through the energy of the earth. That's where a lot of the healing comes from. And that's also the connection to our body. Methods to self-soothe the nervous system. So we have our awareness. When we approach ourselves with an awareness, an attitude of loving kindness, of acceptance, then the energy can flow freely through the body. When we judge or criticize, which can be like an infusion of energy of our awareness, the attitude, that's gonna cause a blockage. So in this moment, just relaxing the mind and opening the mind to soften the awareness. Mhm. With the breath is the gateway to calming the mind, because the breath is the only thing in our whole system where it's completely happening all by itself, and we also have complete control and access of it. Except we can't stop breathing, because as long as we breathe, we're alive. So when we slow the breath down, in this moment, you can slow the breath down. Like can take a deep, slow breath to fill the belly. And on the exhale, slow exhale. It's gonna slow the heart rate down. Slow, deep inhale. Slow, exhale. And then we can invigorate the energy by breathing faster. So we can take a few deep breaths quickly. So we inhale, fill the belly, the chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, you can invigorate the body as well by just like tapping the body. You invigorate, inhale, breathing into the cells, breathing nourishment. It's like you're packing the chi into the body, just tapping on the body with love. And another deep inhale. You breathe preferably in through the nose, because that's the healthiest way to do it, but you can also breathe through the mouth at the end. And we can hold the breath for a moment and just slowly exhale. Just like you can close your fist and just like as they exhale, just open the fist like you're clearing the mind, releasing. Very nice. Sound. So in this moment, let's make a sound, and the sound is ha, but like in a soft way. Ha. Let's hold that for a moment. Ha. Sounds help us to clear energy. Vibrates through the body. Sound is frequency and vibration. One more time. We all know there's sound healing, a lot of sounds that can help us to change our state. So we can do these sounds. Wow, it's really pouring rain here. So I don't know if you guys can hear it. Movement practice we just did. Movement is life. Without movement, there is no life. So we're moving with intention. We're moving with direction. And in that way, with our movements, so we can soothe the nervous system. So let's do some soothing movement for the nervous system and connect that with the fifth one, which is touch. So again, let's just rub our hands together and place the hands on top of the eyes, letting the eyes soften to relax the face, and just massaging around the eyebrows. Massaging the inside of the eyebrows. So there's a point here on the inside of the eyebrows, and we can tap here a little bit. This also helps to calm the nervous system. And this is from the EFT, emotional freedom technique, tapping method. And then on the outside of the eyebrows, we just tap here a little bit. Massage here. This releases tension in the brain. And stuck thoughts. We'll tap a little bit under the eyes. Just breathe deeply while you do this. We'll tap under the nose. Tap under the mouth. So these are just some acupoints that help to regulate the nervous system. And we'll tap under the collarbones. Just deep breathing. And we can also use affirmation to help ourselves by soothing ourselves, right, with our internal dialogue. So that should be another method, right? So just telling yourself that I am safe, I am well in this moment, everything is all right. There's nothing I need to do, perform to be worthy. I am worthy. And then we're going to tap under the arm. And then on top of the head. And take a sigh. And let's just massage up the head, massaging the gateways up to the 100 meeting point, up to the heavens, just at the top of the head. Massaging. And just gonna open our hands out to the side. Open to the divine, to the heavens. Yeah, you can stretch open a little bit, body, and then just come forward with the hands. And you're gonna cross the hands and give yourself a hug. This is called the hug movement. And here you can just rock yourself a little bit back and forward. So there's a lot of these like points in the body that have different attributes, which we're going to go deeper into in a training, upcoming 8-week training. So all of the things I'm mentioning is just like a little drop in the ocean of things that are coming up in this training. Yeah, which is an invitation for everybody to tune in if you feel called to it. And then we'll just place our hands on the heart and massage again with an inner smile. You know, wherever, maybe it's the heart or wherever in the body where you feel like you can give yourself that soothing support. It's where we send our kindness, right? With our awareness, with our intention. Because usually when we're just uncomfortable or unsafe, we blame ourselves or we try to fix it or we project it onto others. But actually, we can, you know, to a great degree, we can actually soothe ourselves and, you know, remind ourselves that we're safe. And you hold that uncomfortable part of you, let it be without trying to fix it. And that will give it the space with the right circumstances, the right people to heal, to regulate. Okay, so yeah, just squeeze your body, just notice that you have a body and just send appreciation to it. You can also like pump your hands together, just like connecting the right and left side, feminine and masculine, just joining together. Maybe massaging here on the tiger's mouth, just like between the thumb and the index finger. This is like a master point for nervous system, immune boosting, you name it. Massaging, slow deep breath. Okay, let's take 3 more breaths. See how we are on time. Right? All right, and then just releasing the point. We'll pull down the heavens one time to integrate. Exhale. Washing down. Imagine you're in a shower of sunlight. It's waterfall, filling your whole body with natural joyfulness. Okay, so I'm gonna continue for a little bit longer. Does anybody have to leave on the dots? Andrea? Yes. Very nice to see you today. And yeah, we'll see you. I'll see you next week in the next training. Andrea and Cecilia both in the 8-week training. You guys, and we have a beautiful finish with the earth element, which is also about creating safety. And remember to do the home play. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So there's a sixth way. Nervous system regulation. Ooh. Oh. What could that be? You guys have any ideas? What could it be?
What were the other ways?
The other ways, we just went through the other ways. Nature. Yeah, for sure. Nature. As kind of, yeah, a big part of it, for sure. So, um, yeah, so the other ways so we're awareness, sound, breath, movement, touch. And actually, this is not necessarily a way to self-regulate, but say it's community, right? So, and this is like crucial part of healing the nervous system because most of the nervous system traumas that we have are come from being with people that are dysregulated or maybe caregivers. Who here can resonate with not having perfect parents that maybe weren't perfectly attuned? So sometimes, yeah, that's like something that's from our childhood, and now there's an opportunity to self-soothe. So we have the methods to heal ourselves. But sometimes what is even more powerful usually is healing with other people and with community. So it's like in a space where you once felt unsafe in a certain situation, and then there's a person that sees you and holds you, that and something called co-regulation, where you help each other's nervous systems to regulate themselves. So learning to receive support. So it's easy to be an overgiver. So this is kind of like a big part of my healing process. And I create these events and communities and group sessions like this and live where people connect and we do these exercises or fire ceremonies and it's like a way to heal, right, in community, because yeah, it's just the way. It's just amplifies the healing potential in incredible ways. Speak briefly now about soul retrieval. So let's take a deep breath just to integrate in this moment where we are and imagine and see and feel that we are in this community right now. And that everything we experienced some traumas before, that it's possible to heal it. You know, that's the good part about all of this is we can help each other to heal. And soul retrieval is very similar to, it's like a shamanic concept, very similar to learning to regulate nervous system or trauma work, because retrieving the soul is like bringing back part of yourself back into your body. And when I was younger, for example, I wasn't even present in my body, and there was like no energy in my body. I had so much birth trauma and things happening before, so it's taken me a long time to kind of like fully come back to my body and have my soul here with me. And it was not until I was maybe 21 that I first felt a connection to where I felt like my soul landed in my body. But for a lot of people, it can be like we disconnect because there's something that happens and it creates a shock. And then the good thing is that in soul retrieval, what we can do is we can, by processing the trauma that happened, the part of us that got stuck in time, like maybe like a 4-year-old version of me, got stuck when my mother told me off or yelled at me. And then that created a tension inside my heart, right? And now maybe I'm doing a practice where I'm sitting with a friend and um, we're co-regulating together. So there are these exercises one can do with each other as well to help each other heal, which we'll also do in the following course, and maybe I'll do some open things for that as well. But then that part can melt and open because it becomes like ice, you know, it's like a freeze response. So like, especially with birth trauma, like there's like a freeze that happens because there's panic or shock. So Pernille, I really honor you for your, you know, you have your child and it's beautiful. We did our ceremony together and blessing, and yeah, it feels nice to know that you're taking care of it and also that you're here to, yeah, to find greater safety for yourself because the when we are children, our parents are the ones that are supposed to hold the safe space for us. But if you're like me and you had parents that were reactive or, you know, weren't fully safe in themselves, and then when a child gets upset and it's like and then the parent gets upset at the child for being upset, what do you think happens with the child? Like the parent says like, no, you shouldn't feel that way, or it's like, no, like, and it explains why it you know. And yeah, what happens to the child? It's, you know, of course it gets so. Now let's take a deep breath and just like imagine you're bringing all parts of yourself, you know, whether or not we had like a traumatic childhood, just being alive, just being in the physical body is kind of in a way traumatic, because even birth is traumatic. It's like a disconnection from the safety of the womb, right? So we're gonna inhale now and just breathe. Let our hands come forward. Inhale and just imagine you're pulling back, welcoming back any soul fragments, soul aspects from past lives, from previous aspects of this lifetime, from your childhood. You're just gonna bring that nourishment and light and inhale and draw back into your body. And when we come back to our body, you know, it might be uncomfortable at first to the more we do it, but then it's also going to release. It's because we're feeling the things that we weren't allowed to feel. And now we're just bringing all this good energy and just anchoring our higher selves into our body now. From all space, timeline, and dimensions, just inhaling, gathering your higher self, gathering the energy of the sun, of the universe, of the divine. And as you exhale, just anchoring all of these universal presence inside of you. You're already whole and complete. And in this moment, you can hold together, this group can hold, and in this space, hold all the parts that have been, that will be. And just know that, you know, the more you do this work and the more you do whatever works for you, the more whole we're going to feel inside. And that's going to affect everything. Healing the nervous system, some basic principles. Welcome. So don't try to fix it. So again, in this moment, let's place a hand on our heart, a hand on our belly, and just smile towards all the parts of you that you might normally reject or you know, and also all the parts of you that you normally don't reject, but just smiling inwards and just say welcome. Like, I welcome you. I welcome you in this moment. You can say it to yourself, you can say it to any sensations that you feel. Welcome. If it feels aligned, you can say, I love you. I thank you. Welcome. Welcome to this moment. I am here. I am the space for you to be just as you are. There's nothing you need to change about yourself. Thank you. I honor you. I see you. There's nothing wrong with you. Welcome. Welcome, and smile inwards. You can also massage a little bit, rub around, soothing that way. Another way to soothe, which is called havening, is to place our hands on the outside of our shoulders and just brush up and down like this. Deep, slow breathing. Just noticing if any of these processes or ideas bring up emotions. Just letting them be there and welcoming them as well. Sacred pause. Oops. Okay, that was a lot at the same time. Sacred pause. So let's, in this moment, take a sacred pause. After that practice, let's close our eyes. Let's take a deep breath. And exhale with a slow sigh. Pause. We are usually so much in a rush and oftentimes overwhelmed. I don't know about you, but you know that happens for me. And we have a lot of stimuli in our lives. So now, this moment, just taking a pause with all of that, just to be here. So then we have these points, just briefly go through them, and then we will start to wrap up this one. So self-care, gentleness, patience, one step at a time. Mutual support, attunement, and love. So these are based on some principles of nervous system regulation, based on prenatal science, like what's necessary for a child to have a healthy, well-regulated nervous system as an adult. And yeah, being around the right people, right? Community. If we're around people that push us down or that don't make us feel safe, then that's going to impact us a lot. And then universality, which is about connecting to a sense of bigger sense of self than just the small ego or the me. And the purpose, you know, so we all have a purpose for being here, and purpose in sharing your gifts with others and sharing moments with others and sharing your unique soul expression with people, but also expanding your mind beyond yourself. So this is what we can do through meditation, through qigong, just to dissolve basically. But it happens from a place of safe nervous system, safe space. This is why I'm having this masterclass now, because without that basic safety, then we will be kind of in that freeze. And when we manage to release that grip and relax and surrender, then and create that safety, then we can be connected to pretty much everything. Okay, and that comes into the healing space where we just are the way that we are, and there's no need to change anything. And you know, there's natural healing, playfulness, curiosity, creativity, wonder, relaxation, trust, gratitude, grounded awareness, love. So in this moment, let's just take a deep breath. with all those qualities, those virtues of the natural healing that I shared about earlier, relaxation and trust. Let's take a few deep breaths. And then, yeah, we're gonna wrap up the session because we're a bit over time. So sitting upright, just in this moment, just noticing how you feel in your body. There's a difference from when you came. Again, just welcoming all that's here and just inviting in natural healing that comes from a safe system, from the right support community yourself. If you feel called, placing a hand on your heart, a hand on your belly. And we're going to do breathing. It's called the Tumo breathing, the inner fire breathing. And if you have high blood pressure, if you have, if you're pregnant or if there's something like that, then you can breathe just slower and deeper. So basically the breath is, we're going to take one deep inhale for each of these qualities. And the final inhale, we're going to inhale, hold the breath, and then we're going to pooch out the belly. So the belly becomes like a Buddha belly. If you don't, maybe you already have a Buddha belly. But, and we swallow down to the belly. And that helps to calm the nervous system as well. And then you slowly exhale through the mouth. And then land in the stillness after that. Okay, so let's do it. Healing space, entering into the healing space, the inner healing space, the outer healing space, natural healing of our systems, of our bodies, our minds, and our lives. Just connecting all the presence of your soul into this moment together. In this moment, honoring to your ancestors, to my ancestors, to all those who came before, those who are yet to come. Give thanks for this moment, this precious life, and that we can share this moment together in this practice, and how it can impact and benefit all sentient life, 7 generations back and forward. So entering that natural healing space. So on 3, we're going to exhale, and then as we inhale, we're breathing in that natural healing, because the breath is life. Natural intelligence of life lives through the breath, and it can go to wherever in the body it's needed to perform its healing. So now we're just expanding that capacity. So on 3, we're going to exhale, and then we inhale. With each breath, we'll inhale with a mutual intention, filling up with that natural healing. And then on the exhale, we're releasing the past, and we're sending that healing out to all life. Okay, let's go. On 3, we exhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the mouth, releasing everything that's been in the past. Inhaling, breathing in the natural healing deeply through the belly to the heart. Exhale, release. Send that healing out to your friends, your family, all the world. Inhale, playfulness. So you can connect a sense of playfulness in your heart. Exhale. Give that playfulness out to the world. Inhale, curiosity. Wonder what this is. Wonder. Exhale. Opening the mind. Inhaling creativity. Exhale. 5, wonder. More wonder. Awe. Wow, I'm alive. I'm breathing. Breathing in relaxation and trust. Breathing in as if you were completely trusting in yourself and your life. Exhale, release anything from the past that says against that. 7, breathing with gratitude. Everything you can be grateful for in this moment. Exhale. 8, groundedness. Feel your feet. Feel your seat. Exhale. Send any stagnant energy into the air. 9, breathing in full awareness, full trust in yourself. your presence. And 10, breathing with love, universal presence and love. Inhale as deep as you can. Breathe in and hold the breath. Swallow down to the belly. Round Buddha belly. And then slowly exhale through the mouth when you're ready. Like you're breathing a straw of light to the heavens, like a prayer. Welcome. Yeah, resting in the space, a few more moments, asking for guidance now in this moment. You can call in your higher self or your soul to guide you. What do you need to know in this moment for your path forward? Healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's take another deep breath. The exhale, we can open our eyes, remaining that inner connection, just letting the light which are okay. So I want to overwhelm you here. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up now. Let me know how are you guys feeling? How was that practice? How are you feeling now in comparison to how you felt before? Nice and relaxed. A lot of release. Nice. Jacob, be happy to hear that. Yeah. Yes. Free and spacious. Nice. Yeah. So we just did, one step today. And yeah, there's for the long term, I recommend doing some kind of practice like this every day because we anchor in this energy and it's kind of like if if you have some old sewers or something and you got to flush through that system and fill up with the new thing. So we might have a lot of things that will keep releasing, and it'll be layer by layer, and then we'll be freer and freer for each time we do this. So if you want to have this replay of this, I can send it to you as well. You can do this practice again. For now, I'm just gonna close out with this. Let's see, approach to healing. Keep it simple. Have patience. One moment at a time, one practice at a time. It's easy to overwhelm ourselves, but right now, this is the moment that matters, and just honoring you for showing up. Being here, slowing down. Don't overwhelm, and then all the things come at the same time. Do what works for you. Transform the suffering with love. So basically, um, this is a process of transmuting energy, because energy is always moving, and when it's not moving, it's stuck. So we're just moving the energy, and then the more we do this, we can find that natural space of love and connection. And then it's all about what we do in our daily lives, what we eat, how we rest, the spaces we spend time in, nature, community, and continuation. So So if you guys want to experience more of this, want to dive deeper into this, then this is my invitation to you. I'm gonna do an 8-week training, and we start at the end of the month. So if you feel like continuing this, going deeper, and having a kind of regularity and a support group, then that is highly recommended. If you felt like this helped you, then that's going to go much deeper. So it starts on the 30th of March now. And yeah, this is the poster I made. It's nice, streaming it live from here. It's basically just taking those steps, step by step, and on the process of mastery. And yeah, we have a lot of different forms included: immune boosting, nervous system, including Andean energy medicine. We use stones, also the way that we can use stones to heal and purify heavy energies from the body and from our system. Working with soul retrieval and bringing back all those resources to ourselves, so we can have more energy, be more relaxed, and then the exercises that we can do to give ourselves healing and give that healing to other people. And then, of course, very important, support group and community for this process. And yeah, bonus, if you feel called to join, yeah, it's like you can receive a bonus healing session from me, coaching session, which can be really powerful. Like I use the Andean energy medicine and the QiGong that I teach. And a lot of people have been free from chronic pain. And I had one friend who had asthma since he was 13, and now he's 35, and the asthma went away after 1 hour. So it can be a really powerful session that's can be helpful for the process. So that's be a bonus. And then they record videos from here, and Andean magical practices and some cosmovision, and it's all adapted to the group. So if you choose to join, you get to also have a good say in what we do. So if you want to focus on nervous system healing, if you want to do more diving deeper into Chinese medicine, acupressure, you know, Qigong, Shaolin Qigong, whatever, we will kind of synchronize it so it's the best for everybody. And yeah, there's the price there. And that's also based on ability, but this is the offer. So today, if you want to sign up, it's 240. And I believe that's it. So just wanted to extend that invitation to you guys. If you feel the calling, welcome to join. If you know anybody who is curious to explore this practice, I will do another session like this next week on Sunday. And yeah, feel free to invite them, and also to invite them to the training. And so today's training is voluntary donation. So if you felt like it really gave you a lot, then you're welcome to donate something, of course. Like, I want to give the opportunity for you to do that, but you don't have to. And if you do, you can also use that as to go to the training later if you choose to join it, or any future version of this training. Okay, that's it for today. So let's take a deep breath together just to integrate and exhale. Ooh. Clearing the mind. Let's pull down the heavens. Inhale, gather the chi from heaven, earth. Exhale, wash through the body. 2 more times, closing the space. Anchoring in your own mastery. So whether you choose to continue with this or not, it doesn't really matter that much. I know that this is a path that works, and it works for me. But my recommendation is let's pull down one more time, just that we continue, that you continue doing what works for you and you find the right path for you. So, do what you feel called to with your soul and your presence. And yeah, happy to share this time with you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it a lot. And until next time.
Thanks, Sebastian.